Hey there. So if you're regular to this channel, then you know that I typically shoot a Sony system. But today, thanks to B&H Photo, I've got the Canon R8. And I'm going to take it out to the beach. We're going to photograph some birds and do some slow motion and some 4K video. And we're also going to go to my backyard in my air-conditioned blind and photograph some birds and squirrels in my backyard. So you've got your eye on the Canon R8 and you're probably wondering, is it really worth it? Well, we're going to put it to the test with some lenses. With the 24-105, I'll be ready for anything. With the 100-400, I can zoom in and get the action. And with the 200-800, well, that one, I practically turn into a wildlife sniper. But is the camera itself worth the hype? Stick around, let's go find out together. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into some images. I did some side-by-side comparisons of JPEG and RAW straight out of the camera, and also sent a couple images that were high ISO through Topaz AI, Luminar Neo, and then I did it in in Lightroom. And let's go ahead and take a look at those and see what you think.
Okay, a little number for you now called Photograph.
Some of the features I like on this camera is that it is 24 megapixels. It shares the same sensor as the R6 Mark II minus the in-body stabilization. It does have great dynamic range, as you can tell from the images. Oh, and it's got the fancy flippy screen that goes all different directions, which is really nice. And it shoots 40 frames per second in the electronic shutter, but it only has an electronic shutter, no mechanical shutter. It does have full tracking autofocus with 1053 focus points. It does have the dual pixel autofocus system, and Canon did weather seal it, so that's a big plus. Pair it with weather sealed lenses and you're good to go. Oh, and you can use any EF lenses with the adapter, 4K video at 60 frames per second without a crop. And I do love the $1,300 price tag. So let's go over a few of the things I don't like about this camera. One thing that I really don't like is that it does not have 3 dials. It's got the one here and one here, and there is no joystick on the back for adjusting the focal spots or focal point, and it still has the HDMI mini. And when you take the lens cap off, there is no sensor protector. And the small batteries, well, you just better have some extra batteries because they last pretty long, but not long enough. And the SD card is in the battery door. There is no dual slot cards, so you'll be swapping your cards when they're full. There is no rollover. There is no built-in stabilization in photo mode and only a digital stabilization in video, which seems to work fine. Limited brightness on the viewfinder, so it's really hard to see out in bright sunlight, and same with the LCD display. It just is not very good. But overall, this camera for $1,300 is really an amazing camera. Is this camera right for you? Do you like sharp photos? Then yep, it's for you. Will this be your first mirrorless camera or first full frame mirrorless camera? Upgrading from maybe a DSLR? Then yes, this camera's for you. Are you just starting out in portraits and you want to use mirrorless? Yes, definitely for you. Are you a beginner or a weekend warrior and you don't want to break the bank? Then yes, this is the perfect camera for you without the big price tag. It's packed full of features. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today and this helps you decide whether the R8 is for you. And now that you have that R8, or you're gonna buy that R8, why don't you go ahead and check out this video right here on some tips on how to capture better images.